you needed 5 stones. Alright, so let's go to the side. How many stones will we need to make the exact same point? Now, this group also has 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, the intersections. But here, we needed 8 stones instead of 5 stones. So we had to invest 3 more stones to make the same amount of territory. So the corner is more efficient than the side. What if we want to make territory in the middle? Well, in the middle, we also have 4 territories. 1, 2, 3, 4. But in this case, we needed 12 stones. So as you can see, corner, you only need 5 stones to make 4 territories. The same territory, but you needed 8 stones. Same territory, but you needed 12 stones. So the corner is the most efficient place to make territory. Therefore, when you start the game, you always want to take the corner first. Remember, you always want to take the corner first, because that's the place that has the highest efficiency of the stone. So let me show you what I mean by take the corners. So black goes first. Black takes the corner. White goes next. White takes the corner. Black has to take another corner, or it really doesn't, but if you want to go along and have efficiency of the stone, you want territory, then you take the other corner. White takes the other corner. So this will be a standard way to start a game. Nothing bad with it. So if you're a beginner, I highly recommend you to take corners first. But obviously this is a 9x9 board, so one of the most played moves would be around something here in the middle, because it projects influence or territory and everything else. But we're a beginner, so we don't really need to know all that fancy stuff yet. So let's say black goes there. White goes there. Black tries to make territory by moving that way. White follows. Black just continues to stretch. White stretches too. In this situation, as a beginner, who do you think would win if this continues? If black continues to stretch that way, and that way, and that way, and that way, who will eventually win? Yes, you're correct. White will win. Because while black is getting 3 lines of territory, 1, 2, 3, white is getting 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of territory. So obviously white has to win if black continues to stretch and doesn't do anything. Like this. And if the game ends, white wins by... White's territory will look bigger than the black's territory, so white wins. Alright, so we're getting to 2 last rules that you need to know in order to play a fun Go game. And the more you play, the more you will improve, and you get more familiar with the rules. And you'll have more fun playing Go. The rule that I'm trying to teach you right now is called the Ko rule. What is a Ko anyways? That is what I'm trying to teach you guys. So don't worry. Remember that now white has 1 liberty, so black can capture. It seems like when you place your stone here, this black stone have 0 liberties, but because this white stone have 1 liberty, because when you place it here, this stone has 0 liberties, you are allowed to play here and capture this white stone. Now, don't worry, I have a lid so I can place it there. One of the questions is, can white recapture this black? Because according to the rules, black has 1 liberty, so if white plays there, then white can capture the stone. However, think about this. According to that rule, then black can play here. And white can play here again. Would this game ever end if both of them think this Ko is important? And by the way, this shape is called the Ko. No, because each player will continuously capture its stones. This Ko will never end. So according to the Ko rule, let's say this is the shape. Remember this shape because it's important. Black captures white. White cannot recapture this because there's a rule in Go that says the board cannot go back to its previous shape. So remember this shape? Black captured. If white captures again, the board goes back to the previous shape. But according to the rule, the board cannot go back to its original shape. Therefore, white has to play elsewhere on the board. White can play anywhere, literally anywhere. Here, 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 here. Anywhere on the board. White just cannot play here. But obviously, I want you guys to play a reasonable move. So I don't know. Let's say you play here. Now black has several options, but one of the common option would be just to fill in. But let's say black does not. Let's say white played there, and black didn't want white to come in this way, so black blocks. Then now white captures again. Can black capture again? No, because it'll go back to the original shape. So black has to play something, let's say like this, like elsewhere on the board. Now white thinks this is not urgent, so white might just connect. And now black has a lot of cutting points, so black protects something else. So this is what the Ko rule is. This is the shape of a Ko. Now remember, the board cannot go back to its previous shape. So when black captures, white cannot recapture. White has to play elsewhere on the board. Black can either connect or respond. If black responds, white can capture, and the game goes on. So I'm glad you guys are still watching the video. This is the last rule, and one of the hardest rules to actually learn as a beginner. So I told you, in order to win Go, you need more territory than the opponent. And there's a rule where how a group can survive. Now, according to what we have just learned, this white group have 1 point. It does have a point, 1 point. But let's say this white group is surrounded by black. And here's a question. Is this white group alive? The correct answer is no. This white group is not alive because this white group have 1 liberty. If it's black's turn, black can play there and capture all this delicious white stones. Hence, this white group is not alive. So it's dead. So it's black's point. Because what black can just play there and just capture all the white stones. But what if white's shape looked like this? Is this white group alive? The correct answer is yes, because now white has 2 liberties, but can black play here? No, because when black plays here, this black stone have 0 liberties, while this white group have 1 more liberty. So this is a suicide move, and you cannot do a suicide move. Same for playing here. This black stone have 0 liberty, and this white group have 1 liberty left. So this group is alive. And we call these eyes. So this white group have 2 eyes, therefore it can live. And any group that have 2 eyes can live. But a group that have 1 eyes cannot live. Alright, so there is something called the false eye. Now, is this white group alive? Well, it really depends. What do you think? Let's say it's black's turn. Black captures. Now it's white's turn. Can white recapture this? No, because according to it, this is Ko. And the board cannot go back to its original shape, so white has to play somewhere else. Now it's black's turn. This white group only have 1 liberty, so black can just play there and capture all the white stones. Okay, but what if it's white's turn? Couldn't that change something? Well, what are you going to do? You're going to play here, cut it? Are you going to connect? Well, if you connect, black just has to play there and capture all the white stones. So I guess you cut. Black captures. White pushes that way, trying to capture these 3 stones. Well, black can just play here and capture all the white stones. Hence, 1 real eye and 1 false eye equals death. So always have 2 real eyes and try not to have a false eye. That is the basic rule of Go.